My daughter blamed me that her father cheated, saying if I'd tried harder to look good. I laughed when they tried to come back. So my daughter Mia was 16 when her father Rick left us for his 24-year-old assistant Brittany. We'd been married 18 years, and I thought we were happy until I found charges for hotels and jewelry I never received on our credit card statements. When I confronted him, he packed his stuff and moved straight in with her. Told me he'd been unhappy for years and found someone who understood him. The divorce was pretty straightforward since he wanted it done fast to marry Brittany. I got the house, child support, and primary custody, while Mia spent weekends with Rick. At first, Mia was angry at her dad like any kid would be. She refused to meet Brittany and cried every night for weeks. I held her and told her we'd get through it together, that none of this was her fault. Got her into therapy and everything to help her process. Things seemed to be getting better after a few months. Then Rick and Brittany got engaged, and suddenly Mia's whole attitude changed. She came back from their place one weekend and told me she understood why dad left. Said Brittany showed her old photos of me from when I was younger, and explained how I'd let myself go after having a baby. Mia actually said if I'd tried harder to look good, maybe dad wouldn't have needed to find someone else. I stood there shocked while my own daughter listed all the ways I was inferior to Brittany. How Brittany went to the gym every day while I just did yoga at home. How Brittany got her nails done weekly while mine were bare. How Brittany wore designer clothes and I wore regular department store stuff. The worst part was when Mia said Brittany offered to help give me a makeover so maybe I could find someone new too, like I was some charity case. After that, every time Mia came home she'd have new criticisms. Brittany said my hair would look better blonde. Brittany thought I should try intermittent fasting. Brittany suggested I get Botox for my wrinkles. My 17-year-old daughter was parroting this woman's insults and acting like it was helpful advice. When I told Mia to stop, she accused me of being jealous and bitter. Said that's probably why dad left too, because I was so negative. Then Mia announced she wanted to live with Rick and Brittany full-time. Said their house was nicer and Brittany was teaching her about fashion and beauty. Mentioned how Brittany was going to get her into modeling since she had the right look. Unlike me, who passed down bad genes, Rick supported this idea and filed for custody modification. That's when I decided to show Mia exactly who broke our family. First, I hired a private investigator to look into when Rick and Brittany really started their relationship. Turns out they'd been together for 3 years, not the 6 months Rick claimed. Had receipts from trips they took while I was home with Mia during her school events. The investigator also found Brittany's previous engagement that ended when she had an affair with her boss who was also married. Gave all this to my lawyer who used it to deny the custody change and actually reduce Rick's visitation for lying to the court. Next, I reached out to Rick's company's HR department as a concerned ex-wife. Mentioned I was worried about the power dynamics of their relationship starting when she was his assistant, and how it might look for the company. They launched an investigation and found Rick had used company funds for their affair. He got demoted and Brittany got transferred to a different department with a pay cut. Then I started documenting every nasty thing Brittany said about me through Mia. Kept a journal with dates and exact quotes. When Brittany found out she was being transferred, she blamed me and sent a bunch of threatening texts calling me pathetic and saying she'd turn Mia against me completely. Perfect evidence for a restraining order that prevented her from discussing me with Mia at all. The best part was when I ran into Brittany's ex-fiancé at a coffee shop. We got talking and he told me about how she'd cleaned out their joint savings when she left him for Rick. He also mentioned she had massive credit card debt from her designer shopping habit. Information I made sure got back to Rick through mutual friends. Within 6 months, Rick was complaining about money problems to anyone who'd listen. Brittany's spending plus his reduced salary plus the child support meant they were struggling. When they had to sell the fancy house and move to a regular apartment, Mia suddenly didn't want to live there full-time anymore. Year later, Rick caught Brittany texting her new boss inappropriately. They divorced and he tried coming back to me saying he'd made a mistake. I laughed and showed him the door. Mia apologized eventually, said she realized Brittany was manipulating everyone. I told her apologies don't fix the hurt she caused by choosing someone who destroyed our family over her own mother. We're working on rebuilding, but she knows exactly who was responsible for breaking everything now.